What's up guys, YST here and welcome back to another Raid Shadow Legends video. And today, we've just been given the breaking news regarding a new fusion champion who goes by the name of Pythion, and it's this big Lizardmen dude standing right behind me, and he looks absolutely amazing. Now you will be happy to hear, well hopefully, that this will be a fragment style event, meaning that you don't need to farm like 16 rare champions, you don't have to farm a bunch of potion keep pots and fuse them into epics into the legendary. You basically gather the fragments through events and tournaments to attain this champion in the end by gathering 100 fragments. And I actually had a little glance at his kit before I recorded this video, and I was actually astounded at the value of this kit, and it's very rare that we get one to this caliber, in my personal opinion anyway. But yeah, starts on January 12th, fragment style event, Lizardmen champion, legendary of course, support base from the Force Affinity. So let's just quickly talk about his aesthetics. I think he looks like one of the best Lizardmen in the game. It definitely has that wow factor, right? And the art team over at Raid always do a phenomenal job with these champions. And with the A1 skill, with the Rapash's staff, can attack one enemy 2 times, heals the ally with the lowest HP by 5% of this champion's max HP after each hit. Now, this isn't like the best A1 in the game, but you get a little heal value by 5% and heals up the lowest ally on your team. On the A2 with the Shed skin, on a 4-turn cooldown, bookable down to a 3-turn by the way. This is the part that really caught my attention. He removes all debuffs from all allies, then heals them by 10% of their max HP, heals each ally by an extra 5% of their max HP for each debuff removed from them, and then will place a block debuffs on all allies for 2 turns. Now, what an amazing A2 skill, guys. Now, you're removing debuffs, you're healing, and you're placing a block debuffs in the same skill set. This is a phenomenal ability on a 3-turn cooldown, making this easy to tune for clan boss. Talk about cleansing off the decreased speed, then applying the block debuffs so you can tank the stun. There's just so many versatile ways you can use this, even in like arena, facing a torment, taking off those freeze debuffs. So I think this is a phenomenal one, man. And you can actually get a buff value with the heals of up to an extra 20% heal through those books. So I think it's going to be pretty substantial there. On the Immortal Serpent, on a 7-turn cooldown bookable down to a 4-turn, revives all dead allies with 50% HP, 50% turn meter, and places a 25% strengthen buff on all allies for 2 turns, making this one of the best revive abilities in this game, right? Like, there's many amazing ones such as Duchess and other AoE ones, but we're not looking at some single target. We're talking about reviving all dead allies. With a strengthen as well, like one of the best damage mitigations in this game, allowing you to get back into the fight. And if you are looking for a strong reviver, cleanser / block debuffs champion, look no further than a Pythion. And that's not me even over exaggerating. I'm sure that many of you guys can agree that for a fragment style event, it doesn't get much better than this, honestly. On the overlay with a passive, allies receive 5% less damage from skills for each buff on them and stacks up to 25%. What an aura, or passive should I say. That is amazing. Really guys, that is amazing, and there's no like book values on this. It's basically, you got the buffs up, you're going to be able to have up to 25% of damage mitigation. And if you talk about Hydra boss, you're going to see a great value with this, or even like Demon Lord clan boss. It's bonkers. It really is. It kind of reminds me a bit of the Duchess style event. Now, obviously, she's like AoE attacks, but this is just less damage from skills. So it is very, very unique. And I can't recall any other champion that works in this way. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it does seem to be very, very strong here. Having just 5 buffs up. Like, you pretty much always have 5 buffs up, right? If you talk about clan boss, maybe counter attack, then you've got ally protection, strengthen, increase attack, block debuffs. That's 5 just there. And in Hydra boss, you definitely have above that if you're bringing in multiple buff champions, right? Increases ally resistance in all battles by 60, which is pretty substantial as well, and very universally used for everywhere in this game, as long as you need resistance on your accounts. So, I don't even know what more I can say about this champion. You guys let me know in the comment section. Is this something that you're going to be going for? I definitely am. Like, it's very rare that I get super hyped up over Fragment or any fusions in general. But I feel like with the Nishak Vermin Lord leading into this one, being a Fragment style, that's what's blowing my head. It's not like it's going to be the one where you have to farm the 16 rares. It's just get the fragments, and it's just so much easier for me anyway, from my personal preference. Now, that's not to say that this won't be a very hard fusion to attain. Stay tuned on the channel or drop a subscription, as I've started to do some we break down the fusions and we get out the drawing pad and try and note down the best ways to tackle these fragment style events or fusions in general. And hopefully that can help you guys on your journey in thinking if this is going to be attainable for you to do. But I really hope that they don't stack up on the shard events. They probably will, don't get me wrong. But traditionally, we need around 7 sacred shards to max up the summon rush. And then we need like Ancients and Voids for the champion chase, depending on the 2x that it lands on. But yeah, guys, that is going to be all for today's video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.